Alright, we're about to start here. A different lineup for LG. Park Min up at the top of the order. Hong Chang-gi, the staple up there at the top, is actually down in the 6th spot. OG1 not in the lineup at all. Moon Sung-ju is playing left instead of Kim Hyun-soo. Kim Hyun-soo is actually DHing. The Kia defense is very, very different. Chae Hyung-woo is normally the DH. He's actually playing left field today, so have to imagine they're going to take him out later in the game. So you lose that bat. On top of that, Wisdom not starting at first base today. So lots of changes. LG should not win this game. Let's just put it that way. LG should not win this game. They got a guy they got a bullpen pitcher starting today as they're still dealing with injuries, and Kia has a foreign pitcher on the mound. So there's nothing says that LG should win this game. But we know how the KBO goes. So Park Min will lead things off. Oler out on the mound. He is not having a fantastic year by any means, as that is first pitch fouled away, and it's 0-1. 4.34 ERA on the season. 5 games, he's 3-1 on the season. 29 innings, 27 strikeouts, 9 walks. He has pitched in 1 game against LG, did not factor in the decision, but he did not pitch particularly great. He has 9 walks on the season, and 4 of those came in the game against LG. So his last 2 games, he has won both of those games against Doosan and SSG, but he did take the loss against LG. Only gave up 2 runs, but he did take the loss, as Kia was only able to score 1 in that entire game. So we got a 1-2 count here, and sets up and pops it up. That should be in the infield, maybe. His shortstop, Pak Chan-ho, looking over and makes the grab, and it's 1 away. Lots of sun out there, lots of airs out there also. So 3 pitches there for Oler, and Kim Hyun-soo will step. Sorry, 4 pitches. Kim Hyun-soo will step in, hitting a 351 on the season, DHing today, and that is a strike at the top of the zone, and it's a 0-1. So Oler features mainly 4 pitches. First pitch, fastball, 56% of the time, 148. Still not drafted. I saw a reel or something. Not too shabby yourself. So yeah, I saw something about him. Like they didn't like how he presented himself or something like that. As that is low, and it's 1-2 now. Good. Yeah, hanging out in the vertical chat all by yourself. Yeah, there's another viewer. All righty, here comes the 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2-2. I don't pay too much attention to football. I'm not a football guy. Even when I lived in the States, I really never followed it. It's difficult because like I went to a couple Chiefs games here and there. But to the 2-2, and that's a chopped up the middle, throw to first, and quickly 2 away. Yeah, I set it up the same every single time, but sometimes the vertical goes up the top, and sometimes the horizontal goes up at the top, and it really drives me nuts. I wonder if anybody is hanging out in the maybe I could bring it up. I wonder if anybody's hanging out in the chat for the 5 o'clock game. All right, Austin Dean steps in and he lifts that to center field back and catches it, and that is 3 away. We'll go to the bottom of the first. It's zeros, as in 0 hits, 0 walks, 0 runs, 0 base runners. 10 pitches there. A solid first inning for. Yeah, almost. Almost. Bet I could bring the chat up for this one. I'll pop out this chat real quick. See if anybody is hanging out in the other one. All right. So, main defense for LG is about the same except for Moon Sung Ju. That's about it. Did you say a cuss word? So E.G. Gong out on the mound, 7 games, 11.2 innings. I didn't delete anything. I can maybe see what it was. No, I don't see anything. So Kim Do-young gets the start today. He is out there for the first time as a starter. He pinch hit 2 RBI single yesterday, as he's still not able to play defense. So alrighty, we've got Pak Chan Ho leading things off. This is the first time that Kia has really had their whole lineup basically. Except again, I'm not sure why Wisdom is not starting at first base. He played yesterday, went 0 for 3 yesterday. Maybe he got hit or something. I tried to quickly search, but couldn't find anything. All right, the first pitch to Pak Chan Ho is ripped past the diving third baseman, and like I said, Kia should easily win this game as they've got 1 pitch, 1 hit. We'll have a second batter. Their offense is pretty much close to full strength at this point. Their offense that hit really well last year, that led the league in every offensive category, minus the home runs because they don't play in a sandbox. But other than that, they are pretty close to full strength at this time. Versus a bullpen pitcher as Kim Sun Bin looks at strike 1, and it's 0-1. He only could play defense in very, very crucial and big situations. And the 0-1 fakes the bunt, and it's 1-1. 2 p.m. I think you need a new calculator. Bullpen day versus a foreign starter. He's on deck. Kim Do-young. Kim Do-young is on deck. He's DHing today. And 2-1 pitch coming up. And that is in the dirt. And it's 3-1. So Pak Chan Ho over at first base. Pak Dong Hwan back behind the plate for LG. So we'll see if he there. Nope, he fakes it and fouls it away. And we've got our first full count of the day. Why so late? No, never mind. West Coast time zone. And the 3-2 swings at a pitch above his head, but is able to foul it away. It's still 3-2. Park Chan-ho running on that. Kiwi, did you get tickets for today's game? All righty, the 3-2 pitch. Way outside, and ball 4. They've got the first 2 runners on base. Well, I meant but the game was in. The game was the game in Arizona. All right, Kim Do-young stepping in. This will be the first time I have seen him all season. Right, so the game would have been played in Western time zone, or Pacific time zone. Saying Western, because that is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. So 2 for 3 on the season, hitting a 667. If you said Kim Do-young was hitting 667 at the end of April, Kia fans would be going absolutely nuts. But unfortunately, it's only having 3 at bats. That is in the dirt, and it's 1-1. Especially if he just has to DH. All right, the 1-1 pitch catches the outside corner, and it's 1-2 now. I've got the KT versus Hanwha game set up to stream if this game finishes quickly, as that is in the dirt, and it's 2-2 now. I don't think it will, just because LG is going to use 7 or 8 pitchers today. And here comes the 2-2 pitch in the dirt. 3-2, another full count. That is one thing that's nice about Korea. Everything is in the same time zone. I mean, it helps that Korea's the same size as Ohio. Alrighty, the 3-2 pitch right down the middle, and he lifts that into center field as Park Chan-ho will come around, and they cut the throw off, and just like that, they are now on the scoreboard. And I told you to check your math, sir. I told you to check your math. That brings up Chae Hyung-woo. 3 batters, 3 base runners. Not the start you're looking for if you were LG. He's swung at he's had 2 at bats since his injury, and both of them have been RBI singles. 2 hits, 3 RBIs, 14 pitches, and now for E.G. Kong, and already into some severe troubles. Yeah, so if they started, yeah, if you were in, because you're probably at work or going home. Swing and a miss there. I assume that you would work till 5 o'clock, unless you're work nights or something. Alrighty, here comes the 0-1 pitch to Chae Hyung-woo, and he fouls that away. 2-2. You need Do you need me to send you a Korean calculator? KBO tracking data. Better. And ball one, 1 and 2. Okay. 5 a.m., man. I hate 5 a.m. because it usually means I'm waking up and I shouldn't be. And the 1 2 in the dirts, and it's 2 and 2. 18 pitches already for EG Kong. Can he even get through the first game or the first inning? Uh, so he's pitched in 7 games. He's 1-0 with 1 save and 1 hold again, making his only start of the season so far. He did make 2 starts last year in 46 games. So yeah, and the 2-2 is fouled away, and it stays at 2-2 as he was a fouling off ball three. His last game, he did get the win. He did pitch 2 innings, and he did throw 54 pitches. He also walked 4, gave up 3 runs. Get ready for high school. Whew, that is low, and another full count. 3 straight full counts. 20 pitches. Can he get through an inning at all? Can he get an out? As that is going to be another single into center field. Kim Sun Min is going to cruise around and head to home. And another RBI single. Just single, station to station, second to home. And this is not. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. All right. Nasung Bom steps in, and maybe he'll get to see a pitcher. 21 pitches already. Nasung Bom, 228 on the season. Don't know how much speed Kim Do Young has right now. Is fouled away. I can only see like I like the tiniest of picks. And the 0-1 misses outside 1-1. Because I have 3 monitors. I have 3 32-inch monitors. One is the game that's right in front of me. That's why I'm always looking down. And then over to this side is the one that has all the broadcast stuff that you guys see. As that's going to be a slow roller. Shinmin J throws to seconds, and that will be a 4-6-3 double play. But that'll also move Kim Do Young over to third base. One pitch, 2 outs. That should get him through, maybe. Slow coming back to the bullpen. He is walking. And then the monitor over here. All right. Kim Hyun Soo, or sorry, Han Jun Soo, big swing and a miss there, and it's 0-1. 188 on the season for the Kia's backstop. Wonder if, yep, Kim Tae-goon is still on the roster. And that's in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Trying to get out of this inning as he's already finding himself down 0-2. And here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swings, breaks his bats, flips that flare, and Gubon Yuk is able to make the catch as he's running back into the grass. That will be the end of the first inning. Kia gets 2 on 3 singles and a walk. We'll head to the second inning. Kia Okay. No, I don't follow the MLB hardly at all. Although when I turn on my TV for the games, and especially when the game is on Spo TV, it always has like his highlights and stuff up. So, uh, and then obviously with being in Korea, anytime I open Facebook or Instagram or anything like that, I get tons of Lee Jung Woo stuff thrown in my face, basically. But I didn't when he was here, I didn't really follow him because he was with Kia or with Kiyoum. So Hee Sung is taken over for Na Sung Bam. As Na Sung Bam did not hustle down. Oh wow, that's why he was thrown out. He stopped running halfway. Just as they start to get healthy offensively, they run into an injury. And there we go. Yeah, I know he's got a pretty big following now in San Francisco. Alrighty, here comes the 0-1 pitch in there for a strike at the top of the zone, and it's 0-2. Moonbo Gyung, that fixed. There we go. Moonbo Gyung, 327 on the season. He's slowed down a little bit after his super hot 3-week starts. And the 0-2 catches him looking for the first strikeout of the day and the first out of the second inning. Just staring at it. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. I guess he was waiting for a pitch way out of the zone like all the Korean pitchers. All right, Pak Dong-won steps in, hitting 333 on the season. He has been hot of late. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. 6 home runs, OPS of 1031. Exactly what you would love for from your catcher is. That's a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Alrighty, here comes the 0-2 pitch. There's that 0-2 pitch in the other batter's box for ball. Just needed a righty-righty matchup. All right, here we go. The 1-2 pitch sets up on the outside and doesn't chase, and it's 2-2. I don't know if Lee Jung-woo is as charismatic as Otani. I don't know if he has as much fun as Otani does either. Most Korean players are so serious that they could probably crack a walnut. That is another strikeout looking. No, I'm not doing the peeky peeky dance. Sorry, guys. Might have swung on that. Let's see what the official score is. And here comes the 0-2. Hong Jong-gi steps in. Very strange seeing him way down in the lineup like that. Fouls that one away, and it's 0-1. Nope, he did not swing. Alrighty, here comes the 0-1 up in the zone, and it's 1-1. 151 on the gun there from Oler. He would love to take 2 or 3 here from LG. They got their all-star on all-star, but not star, as that's a strike on the outside corner. Nail should be pitching tomorrow, I believe. Yeah, he should be pitching. You got to be quicker than that. And the pitch slaps it foul. A big slider there, but is able to fend it off, and it stays 1-2. Yeah, they 30 minutes before the game, or 30 minutes before the cancellation period. They still have to pay a 10% fee, as that is in the dirts, and it's 2-2. Do you ever look at Ticket Bay at this time? All right, the deuces be wild. 2-2 count, 2 outs, a 2-0 game, and then the top of the second. That's really weird. Swing and a miss. That is a strikeout number 3, and strikeout number 3 of the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It is. Yeah, there you go. Because I know there's they pay like a fee. They pay like 20% fee or something. I don't say the only thing that I have blocked is like actual cuss words. So I don't know. I don't know why it's not letting anything through. You can always chat from the old vertical lot. Alrighty. Well, we're gonna have the bottom of the second. It'll be 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up for Kia, sitting comfortably. Three strikeouts in that inning and 24 pitches. 14 in that inning, 10 in the first. All right, Moonsung Ju will lead things off. Oh, no, wrong team. Osanu will lead things off for Kia. EG Kong is still out there. 27 pitches in the first inning. A swing and a miss from Osanu. Big swing, no ding. And 280 on the season for him. And Wisdom is still on the roster, so I don't know. Maybe just getting a little bit of a day off. So yesterday, he went 0 for 3 with a walk and a hit by pitch. So maybe that is why. Do a little more digging here. And here comes the 1-1 pitch. Low, and it's 2-1. Did Wisdom get? And that's going to be a ground ball through the middle. And once again, they are going to lead off the inning with a hit. Can he get through? Can he get through this inning? Oh, Wisdom hits in the sixth. Didn't come out. And he hit in the eighth. Huh. He played the whole game, so he never came out. That is in there for a strike to Bjorn Yok. Bjorn Yok, 235 on the season. I have no idea what that is. I have no idea what that means. Teeny Speedray. All right, the 1-1 as he lifts that. That's going to be into the gap. Left fielder over and makes the catch on the run as he'll have to tag back up. A line out there to left field. Moon Sung Ju covering some ground, and that will be one away. Again, Moon Sung Ju not known for his defense. All right, so that brings up a Chaewon Jun. He looks at to strike one down the middle, and it's 0-1. And the 0-2, or sorry, the 0-1 in the dirt, and it's 1-1. Chaewon Jun. Okay. As that's going to be a slow grounder. Shortstop grabs it. No throw to first, though, and that will be a 6-4 put out and 2 away. Flips the lineup back over, and we'll have Pak Chon Ho leading or stepping into the box here with 2 outs. He singled and scored a run in his first at bats. All right, it's Pak Chon Ho, single run scored, 1 for 1 on the day as they check over on Chaewon Jun. Chaewon Jun has pretty good speed over at, he is a center fielder. Just broke his bat, chopped off a piece of splinter there. No throw to first because, again, he does have a little bit of speed as he dives back into first base. Oh, Kia. And he lifts that one up into the air and Pakemin over and under it as he looked a little awkward on that catch. He kind of like drug his toe. Might have been trying to find it in the sky. We'll go to the third inning. It's 2-0 Kia. This, well, now it's working. Does the other one not working? For 3 there with runners on base. Kim Ji-gan got himself out of that pretty quickly. 11 pitches there. He's sitting at 38 now. I'm wondering if how many innings he will actually throw. Again, he threw 2 innings in his last outing, which was in relief. No, I've never heard of that ever before. That's why I was like, what? You can't use the streaming app for MLB? Is your phone going bad? You talking about? Oh yeah, you can't. You mean you can't post I mean, the only are you talking about Socrates or Jung Do Sung? I have no idea what's going on. All right, the first pitch to Moon Sung Ju is lifted into left field, and that will be one away. Oh, okay. Yeah, if you live outside of the US, the streaming app is great. It's fantastic, honestly. Oh, do that real quick. And the 0-1 pitch in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. I'll have none of that in this. The 0-2 way outside, and it's 1-2. All righty, the 1-2 pitch. They're in timeout, as that's going to be a ground ball. Byonu Yuk grabs it, throws across the diamond, and that is 2 away. Because he's talking about you. I don't want any fighting or any of that stuff in here. All righty, the 0-2 pitch. Or the, sorry, 2 outs. And bottom of the order, Shinmin J steps in, fouls that one away, and it's 0-1. All righty, here comes the 0-1 pitch. Is just outside, and it's 1-1. Rough start to 205 on the season for the second baseman. Looking at the other second baseman there, Kim Sun Bin, as that is in there for a strike on a beautiful curveball, and it's 1-2. It lasts for a minute, so he's there. See, it just lasts for a minute. All right, to the 1-2 pitch. That is slapped, and Byonu Yuk grabs it, throws, and just in time. It almost ate him up over there at third base, but he recovers to throw him out, and that will be the end of LG's third. We'll go to the bottom of the third. It's 2-0. 안녕하세요. LG should lose. There's no reason why they shouldn't. 네, 오늘 몇 서치 시작해요. 대구 동구 바와게. 아, 왜 샘성 팬 아니에요? All right. Kim Sun Bin will lead things off for Wei Samsung Pen on you. I would think so. I have to think so. He's got 3 so far. He averages about a strikeout an inning, and I think he should be able to go 6. That is outside ball 1. I mean, he's got 3 so far, so that is upstairs, and it's 2-0. He had 8 in his last game in just 5 innings, so 4, 4, 5, and 6. So his issue is he doesn't go very deep into games, as that is caught by Austin Dean in foul territory. Absolutely pathetic, awful, awful, awful camera work there, as they followed the pitcher who was not making a play at all. I thought it was completely out of play, but then they're like, "Oh, there's Austin Dean catching it 10 feet from the dugout." Absolutely horrible camera work there. 1 out now is Kim Do Young fouls that away. 1 for 1 on the day with an RBI single. I don't know. I don't know what she looks like. All right, here comes the 0-1 pitch to Kim Do Young and fouled away again, and it's 0-2. And the 0-2 lifts it up into that's going to be trouble. Is it's going goodbye. It just kept carrying and carrying and carrying. And he is 3 for 3 since coming back from injury. 4 RBIs. An 0-2 shot 2. Right field, the opposite field homer, as it just kept going and 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 going. All righty, here's a Che Hyung-woo, who singled and had an RBI in his first at bat, 1 for 1 on the day. And that's upstairs, 1-1. Just hung a curveball. And Che Young-woo looks at ball 2 way outside, and it's a 2-1. Oh, Che Young-woo. Oh. Che Young-woo, part of the half button club. He buttons his uniform up halfway, and that's going to be lifted to the left field. Just foul. This cameraman, this camera crew is awful. Good Lord, why am I looking at the pitcher when the ball's hit all the way to the wall? Good Lord, camera crew, get it together. That's twice this inning they have refused to follow the baseball and instead are looking at the pitcher as the ball is about to be fielded. All righty, here comes the 2-2 pitch to Che Hyung-woo, and that's in the dirt. And another full count, 4th full count of the day, 2nd full count for Che Hyung-woo. Again, he singled and an RBI in his first at bat on the full count. Pitch number 50 coming up for E.G. Gang. Jimyoung 타자 밖에 못해요. And a swing and a miss there. It's his first strikeout of the day. 아마 다음 주부터 Subi Shijakeo. And Yu Song steps in, looks at ball one low as he took over for Na Sung Bam. And it's a chopped foul, 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch, low, and it's 2-1. And he lifts that one. That is going to carry to Hong Chang-gi running, but he drops down and he slips and falls. And Yu Sung is going to be on this, going to be sliding into third base with him. A triple is Hong Chang-gi was running, tried to catch it, but actually slipped and fell down. And by the time he got back up to field the ball, Yu Sung was already halfway to second and slides easily into third base with a 2-out triple. They were playing him to pull, and you can't actually see what is happening because, again, these new stadiums suck for trying to actually see what happens in the outfield. As he is slow to get up, he's getting checked on by the trainer, and he says he's okay. Like maybe his knee just gave out on him as he was running. Don't know, but they've got a runner on third base. Junsu steps in now. And that is ball one. 55 pitches, and now for E.G. Gang. They can get him through 3 innings with only 3 runs given up. LG might just be happy about that. Is a check swing, but fouled away, and it's 1-1 now. And another 1-1 pitch. And low, 2-1. Finally, a better view. So it didn't bounce hard off the wall and kind of stuck by the wall, which is why he was able to go over to third base. Is that's outside, and it's 3-1 now. Alrighty, the 3-1 pitch in the dirt, ball 4, and they're gonna have runners on the corners with 2 outs. Oops, wrong button. I got too many buttons, I think. Osanu steps in. He's singled in his first at bat to lead off the second inning, and gonna have a little mound visit. I think he's just telling him throw a strike. I think that's what he's saying. It's this throw strikes. That's how I translate his words through the glove. All right, runners on the corner now, and we've got Oh Sun Woo steps in. 1 for 1 on the day, and that it gets away a little bit, but not enough to move the runners up, and it's 1-0 on pitch number 60. Yu Sun took over for Na Sung Bom and on defense after the first inning to start the second inning because of an injury, and that is lifted into the air. That is going to carry, and that is going to carry out. And goodbye, baseball. It is 6-0 Kia. Good Lord, somebody stop the beating. He is making the most of his opportunity to get a start. And not your normal first baseman, as that is going to be a ground ball fair. And the beating doesn't stop as Moon Sung Ju is over in the corner, does not play that well. And Byonu Yak will cruise into second base with 2 outs double as the parade just continues. Now that will bring up Chaewon Jun. Just kept carrying and carrying and carrying. All right, they have almost batted around here. They sent 6 in the first inning. They've sent 7 so far. This is batter number 8 actually, and they're going to keep him out there. 63 pitches for E.G. Gong. He's given up 6 runs so far, and I say so far. That is in the dirts, and it's 2-0. Where you at? All right, to the 2-0 as he jams him. Hong Chang-gi over and under it, and that will be 3 away. But not before they get 4 more on a solo shot by Kim Do-young and a 3-run shot by Oh Sun Woo, and we will go to the 4th inning. It is 100% Kia. Not too shabby. I always forget to put my hits up there. The beating is not stopping. That has to be it for him, right? 65 pitches now, 27 in the first, 27 in the third. Oler, on the other hand, is sitting nice and pretty, is what you could call that. 33 pitches for him. He's got 33 pitches through the 3rd inning. LG will have the leadoff hitter starting off the inning. So will Kia, but it'll be the 3rd hit for Pak Chan Ho, but only the 2nd for Pak Hae. Oh, top of the 4th. Pak Hae Min. Another hung curveball. Elsewhere, Doosan's up 2-0 against Lotte, as Nagyuan has given up 2 unearned runs. Jake Logue on the mound for Doosan. Wonder who had the errors. as that is ball one, and it's 1-0. Pake Mean popped up to the shortstop in his first at bats. And 1-0. 1-1. Alrighty, the 1-2 pitch to Pake Mean. Who is it? Someone needs 6 strikeouts from Oler. Here comes a chance, and in the dirt as it bounces off of the umpire's shin guard apparently, and it's 2-2. And a check swing fouls that away. It would have been ball 3, but instead we will stay at 2-2. Apparently, there was an error on the third baseman back in the second inning, allowed the runs to score for Doosan. Alrighty, here comes the 2-2 pitch. So, did he go around? He did, and that will be strikeout number 4 on the day. Like I said, that was his chance to get a strikeout. Man, is it awesome being right? There we go. Well, finally, we get the angle we want to see. Oh, he definitely went. And 1 away, strikeouts and number 4 on the day for Oler. 39 pitches, and Kim Hyun Soo steps in and looks at strike 1 that just clips the inside corner, and it's on 1. Kim Hyun Soo, 6-3 ground out in his first at bat, 0 for 1 on the day. And here comes the 0-1. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone, and it's 0-2. Change up there. Alrighty, here comes the 0-2. Will he waste one? Sets up on the outside. Nope. Catches him looking at it is a backdoor slider. Gives him strikeouts number 5 on the day. Well, Keo, I think that's probably going to be the answer you've been looking for. All right, Austin Dean steps in now. Flew out to center field in his first at bat, and that misses on the curveball, doesn't drop in, and it's 1-0. And the 1-0 in there for strike, 1-1. Austin Dean. And the 1-2 pitch, and calls time. He says he can't hear him. Oler calling his pitches. All righty, here comes the 1-1 pitch. Sets up right down the middle, and it catches the bottom of the zone, and it's 1-2. I love I love the catcher still trying to frame everything. It is a robot strike zone. It is an automatic strike zone. There is no framing. Is a slider way out into the other batter's box. Try to get him to chase there, but does not. And we've got a 2-2 count here. All right, so 2-2 pitch sets up on the outside corner, and a slow chopper, but fair, and that will be A 2-3 putout as the ball was foul and then finally went back fair and he picked it up, threw him out. So that'll be into the fourth for LG. It will go to the bottom. It's 6-0. Kia. Not a good day to be an LG fan. With that, he sits at 47 pitches, 14 pitches in that inning. So 47 pitches through 4 innings with 5 strikeouts. Kia will have the 1, 2, 3 hitters coming up. I have to imagine that we're going to get a new pitcher. I'm just going to get ready. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't have a new pitcher here. Unless you're just like, okay, man, you're just gonna go out. I know you're a reliever, but we're just gonna have you throw. Nope, Beijay June will come in. Take over on the mound. Final line for him in his first start of the season is not a pretty one at all. Beijay June out there now, 4 games, 5.1. It's a 5.06 ERA, 6 strikeouts, 2 walks, a 200 batting average against, and a .94 WHIP. So, final line for LG starter for the day: 3 innings, 65 pitches, 36 for strikes. So almost half of them were balls. 8 hits, 2 homers, 2 walks, 1 strikeout, 6 runs, all of them earned. And I don't believe he will be starting his next week. They should have their temporary starter back at that point. So I have to think so. All right. Pak Chan Ho steps in. He singled and scored a run in his first at bat. Flew out to center field to end the second, and it looks at ball 1 way outside, and it's 1-0. All righty, the 1-0 pitch. 2-0. All righty, and that is a get me over, maybe a fastball. 137 on that. Maybe it's his fastball. And that is fouled away. He has a very interesting release. He holds the ball up out of the glove. And I would think that pitcher or hitters would be able to pick up on his grip. All right, the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss in the dirt, and that will be 1 away. Maybe they can't pick up on his grip. I mean, you can see his hands like this on the ball. Very interesting. That is outside. Ball 1 to Kim Sun Bin. Kim Sun Bin walked and then popped up into foul territory. Misses upstairs, and it's a 2-1 or 2-0. He has a very, very interesting approach, and Kim Sun Bin has a very interesting way of wearing his sunglasses. The 2-0 is popped up. Shortstop out. That might be a little trouble. Moon Sung Ju makes the catch over in left field, and that will be 2 away. Kim Sun Bin wears his sunglasses on the outside of his ears instead of, like a normal person would. All right. right, Kim Do-young steps in. He's 2 for 2 on the day with a RBI single in the first, a solo shot in the third. And that is a strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. 152 on the gun there. And that's going to be a chopper. Third shortstop grabs it, throws across, and 1, 2, 3, go. The Kia Tigers. First time they have been retired in order on the day. We'll go to the fifth inning. It's 6-0 Kia. First time Kim Do-young has been retired since he came back. How will Oler do now that he has to actually, pitch within 30 minutes? The Lotte down 0-2 to Doosan, and Doosan has the bases loaded in the bottom of the fourth with 1 out and the leadoff batter up. Very different than yesterday's game is Lotte hanging out in the second spot in the standings. Interesting is anybody that gets into second immediately loses the next game. The KT, Hanwha, the NC, Samsung, and the Kium SSG games all start at 5 o'clock. And I will try to do the KT Hanwha game at 5 o'clock if it's possible. I don't know if it's actually possible. This game would have to finish around 4:30 if I was able to do that. Give me 30 minutes to get things adjusted. I've got most of the stuff set up, but I have to set up some of the streaming stuff. I can't set up 2 games at once. So, alrighty, here comes Oler back out there. 47 pitches through 4 innings. He's going to face the 4, 5, 6 hitters, and that is ball 1-0 to Moon Bo-young. Moon Bo-young has struck out looking in his first at bat. 323 on the season for the third baseman. And the 1-0 in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Beautiful curveball. All right, the 1-1 and misses, and that's 2-1 now. All right, the 2-1 pitch, and he slaps that foul, and it's 2-2. All right, the 2-2 pitch. Misses outside, and that runs the count full. First full count of the day for Oler and the LG Twins. He does have some issues with few issues with some walks, and that is not going to be one. That is another strikeout looking strikeout number 6 of the day, and we will. Lord. Just freezes him on a pitch down the middle. He knew it right away, too. Like, oh, man, I should have swung at that. 6 strikeouts now on the day. Pak Dong-hwan will step up. He struck out looking in his first at-bat. Your first pitch pops that one up. Second baseman, and now the shortstop makes the play. And that will be 2 away. 54 pitches through 4 2/3 innings here. And that is in there for a strike to Hong Chang-gi. Hong Chang-gi also struck out in his first at-bat. Getting 4, 5, 6 hitters, went 1, 2, 3, strikeout, strikeout, strikeouts in the second inning. And that just misses outside and 1-1. Thought he might sneak that backdoor slider there, but missed by about an inch. Chagi looking, man, that is a foul back, and it's 1-2 now. Well, you couldn't hear because you didn't have the earpiece in. All righty, here comes the 1-2 pitch. And he pops him up. That might get out of play. Byung-Yuk over in foul territory, jumps into the netting. And that will stay 1-2. That netting is not very tight. He jumped into the netting and actually ended up almost on top of a fan on the other side of the netting. I thought that the netting would be a little tighter than that. All righty, here comes the 1-2 pitch. In the dirt, and it's 2-2. But apparently, all of the Kia players wear their sunglasses on the outside of their ears. I guess. I guess that's what the cool kids do nowadays. I don't know. I would think that would hurt, but what do I know? The 2-2 pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball. First baseman scoops it up, steps on the bag, and that will be it for LG in the fifth. 1, 2, 3. Once again, 60 pitches through 5 innings for Oler, and we will go to the bottom of the fifth. I didn't have the right inning up there. Sorry. 60 pitches, 13 in that inning, and 60 pitches through 5 innings. You gotta say thank you. 6 strikeouts. That is what you would call cruising, ladies and gentlemen. Cruising. So Kia will have their 4, 5, 6 hitters coming up. Chae Hyung-woo, Hyu Sung, and Han Jun Soo will all come up. Well, AJ June come back out. He threw 10 pitches in that inning back in the 4th inning, and 1, 2, 3 inning for LG. See if he comes back out for another one. Pak Dong-won is done for the day, back behind the plate for LG. So Pak Dong-won is done, and Lee Ju-hyun now back behind the plates for LG. Oh, sorry, Lee Ju-hyun. I think I did that last time too. All right, that's Chae Hyung-woo. First pitch in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Chae Hyung-woo singled in RBI in his first at-bats, a strikeout in his second at-bats, 1 for 2 on the day, 275 on the season for the old DH, but he goes down to one knee and lifts that into left field. He will roll to the wall as he cruises in to second base with a leadoff double. More hits, more hits, more hits, ladies and gentlemen. 9 hits already on the day for Kia. 9 hits to go with a walk. Both guys that have walked have come home to score. All right, that brings up Yu Sung. Yu Sung a triple in his last at bats, and that is ball one. 1 for 1 on the day. Again, he took over for Na Sung Bom, who injured himself either running or swinging in the first inning. And the 1-0 pitch catches the outside corner, 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch sets up on the outside. And he runs it up and in, but he swings at a ball that almost hit him in the face. And it'll be 1-2. All right, the 1-2 pitch. Again, on second base is Che Hyung Yu Sung in the batter's box. Sets up on the outside once again, and that's going to be a slow roller to the shortstop. Throws across, and that will be 1 away. Not able to move the runner up as he grounded out to shortstop, and luckily or wisely, the runner at second doesn't try to go to third on a ball hit in front of him. Not always the case in the KBO. All right, Hanjun Soo steps in. He walked in his last at bat, popped up to the shortstop in his first at bat, 0 for 1 on the day. Looks at strike one at the knees, and it's 0-1. All right, the 0-1 pitch sets up right down the middle, and that is missed way up high, and it's 1-1. 182 on the season for the backstop, the backup backstop. Again, Hanjun Soo and Kim Tae-gun are the two backstops, both of them hitting around 200 on the season. And the 1-1 fouls that one away, and it's 1-2. So last year, Kia had their one issue last year offensively was first base. So they went and signed Wisdom to play first base. He's been hitting very well, lots of home runs. Average isn't that high, but when you're hitting 9 home runs in the first month, you take it as that's a swing and a miss. That the ball drops out of the zone, and it's 2 away. That brings up the number 7 hitter, Oh Sun-woo, who 3-run shot in his last at bat, a single in his first. He's 2 for 2 on the day. But so they went out and signed Wisdom, and with that, the only issue that they have at this point is they have no catcher offensively. They have no catcher. They did lose a big bullpen arm and didn't sign another one. As here comes the pitch, and it's low, 1-0. They did lose Guokdo Gyu for the season, and he's having a Tommy John surgery. The lefty, the big lefty, well, not big, but very important lefty for them last year. And here comes the 1-0 pitch. Plays off of it, but it's a strike anyway as it catches the bottom of the zone, and it's 1-1 now. 333 on the season for today's first baseman. And the 1-1 pitch sets up right down the middle and misses inside, and it's 2-1. Well, well, well. Where you been, man? Well, thank you, thank you. And here comes the 2-1 pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball past the diving second baseman. Che Hyung-woo will come home. The throw way up the line, and that is going to score another one. And he hustles into second base. And just like that, Kia adds another run here in the bottom of the fifth. It's treating me, man. Throw from Hong Chang-gi was way, way, way up the line. And because of that, uh, Che Hung-woo is easily in there. And then Osanu wisely heads to second base on the throw. Oh, Byano Yuk now steps in, but we'll have a pitching change before that happens. As Kia heads up 7-0 now. As we will have a second pitching change of the day for LG. Not able to get to 2 full innings there, and Baek Sung Hyun will come in for LG. As LG is already onto their backup catcher and their third pitcher of the day. More than one step higher than no hit. Cool. Seven nothing. Should they have 10 hits? Forgot to add that last one. Yes, both of them have zeros in their hit column. Kia just happens to have a 1 in front of their hit column. So Byonu Yuk will step in. SSG. All right, Baek Sung Hyun out on the mound, 9 games, 9 innings, a 1 win, 2 holds, an ERA of 3, 11 strikeouts, 9 walks, 229 batting average against, and a 1.89 whip. I'm not sold on Kia's pitcher. He's 2-3 on the season with a 4 ERA. Strikes out a lot, but he also walks a lot of guys. That's going to be a ground ball right back up the middle, and that is going to score another run. And just like that, it is now 8-0. Good Lord. Make it stop. Yeah, I'll be tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the KT. I'll do KT versus Hanwha tomorrow. All right, sounds good. I will be here. All right, Shaewon June steps in now, 0 for 2 on the day. Looks at just strike one right down the middle. He grounded out to the shortstop, a 6-4 put out in the second inning, and then flew out to right field to end the third inning, getting his third at bat already here in the fifth inning. As the number 9 hitter on the team, has to be good, as that is in the dirt, but able to block it there, and it's 1-1. All right, the 1-1 pitch in the dirt, and he's able to stop it as he is almost hitting him each pitch. All right, the 2-1 pitch. Byano Yuk over at first. Shaewon June, and he fouls that one straight back, and it's 2-2. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I didn't have a guy over on first base. I apologize. I apologize. All right, the 2-2 pitch. Moves the glove around right at the waist and catches him looking at it. That'll be it for the fifth. We'll take a little bit of a break on the strikeouts looking. Refill your beverages, grab a bite to eat, whatever you need. I'll be back in just a few minutes. Back here. And throwing the ball around the horn as Oler's still out there. 60 pitches through 5 innings. They're already on the third pitcher for LG. We'll have the 7, 8, and 9 hitters. Moonsung Ju steps in. He's 0 for 1 and looks at strike one on the outside, and it's 0 1. Fly out to left in his first at bats. 0 for 1 on the day. 288 on the season now. The shaky leg, and that is fouled away, and it's 0 2. And there we go. Somebody's wearing their sunglasses like a normal person. Yeah, and here comes the 0-2 pitch. Sets up on the outside and tries to back to a slider, but misses, and it's 1 2. And the 1-2 pitch fouls that away. 148 right down the middle, and it'll stay 1-2. All righty, here we go. The 1-2 pitch in the dirt, and that will be 2-2. Moon Sung-ju, a little putt knocks the ball out of the way. Will reset. Just an hour and 30 minutes into this game. All righty, here comes the 2-2 pitch. Misses inside, and it's 3-2. Second full count of the day. Last one was to lead off the fifth inning to Moon Bo-kyung, who struck out to Lookin. But here comes pitch number 67, and we know pitch number 67 is going to be a strike. So is it the foul type, or is it the swing and miss type? Twitch isn't available in Korea. As the 3-2 as that is going to be a liner right to the shortstop, and that's one away. It's been going. Not gonna lie, this year has been a little bit of a struggle, but I have some kids that are pretty very well behaved. So it's been. I have one class that is super well behaved and one class that is not super well behaved. As that just misses, and it's 1-0. Oh, thank you, thank you. They're growing. They're growing. Freshly washed yesterday, nice and soft now. As the in there for a strike, 1-1. Wish my beard would grow as fast as my dreads did. Have a little growing competition between the two. And the 1-1 is a chopped foul, and it's 1-2. 70 pitches now for Oler through 6 1/3. No, not. I mean, obviously Kim Do-young just came back yesterday. But yeah, there's not much. 1-2. Whoa, misses badly, and it's 2-2. Although LG has a pitcher that's been pitching fairly well. A young guy that just got done with his military duty. And the 2-2 is runs it in, and that's going to be a ground ball to the third baseman that throws across the diamond, and that will be 2 away. Shin-min Jae steps in. Yeah. Yes and no. So every I think at this point, I think it's 18 months, maybe it's 20 months. If any Koreans are in the stream, you guys could correct me. But I think it's 20 months. But as that misses outside, want to know. Yeah, it's required for every male. Because they're technically still at war. They just signed. They didn't sign. They're in a ceasefire basically with North Korea, so they're technically still at war. So yeah, they have to spend 18 or 20 months. I can't remember what it is now, and then from there, if they do have a military team, a baseball team, so ends up you can play for the military team to earn your military exemption. No, I do not smoke. I sound like I do because I've been not doing well. As that just misses outside, and the perfect game is over. Walks the number 9 hitter and the bottom of the 6th, or the top of the 6th. And just like that, the no hitter is over. Or sorry, the perfect game is over. No hitter still intact. As that one is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. 0 for 2 on the day for Paque Mean. Flew out or popped up to the shortstop in his first at bat. Struck out swinging in his second at bat. 77 pitches now for Oler as he chops that one into his foot, and it's 0-2. I've been drinking about 40 bottles of water a day trying to clear out whatever I have. But yeah, if you're allowed to serve on the military team, obviously you get to play baseball while you serve, and much better than the alternatives, as that's going to be a ground ball. Wow. Then other guys, have to go do actual military duty, where they had to go through all their stuff. Yeah, so they used to have two. They used to have a police team and a military team, so you could join either one. And you don't get to pick which one you join. Teams are like, okay, these are the guys that we would like to send, and then that team picks the guys. That is a swing and a miss. He gives up a walk, but ends up getting the strikeouts after it, and we'll go to the bottom of the sixth. It's 8-0. Kia. $11 hits to 0 hits. Yeah, the military team, check right now. Futures League. Today they beat Kia or KT 15-6. Jung Eun-won, who used to be the second baseman for Hanwha, currently plays on that team. Other guys, Han Dong-hee, who was the third baseman for Lotte for years. Other than that, Johnny San, who was the a big guy for SSG last year, and then Kim Hyun Jun played for Samsung last year. All those guys are currently on the team. Hanwha beat Hanwha beat Doosan 13-8 in the second league. And Samsung is currently up 14-0 against LG in the second league. LG not having a good good day offensively for either of their teams. Down 14-0 in the second league. They're down 8-0 here in the first league, and Kim Gyu Sung is pinch hitting here for Park Hae-min, or sorry, Park Chan-ho. And misses upstairs, 1-1. Kim Gyu Sung takes over. 231 on the season, getting his first at bat of the day. And that is upstairs 2-1. Have to imagine there's going to start being some substitutions on Kia's side and LG's side, is that is outside 3-1. I feel like I should start smoking so I have an excuse for why I sound like I do. And the 3-1 pitch sets up right down the middle. And that's low and a leadoff walk to the pinch hitter. This is gonna be a long 3 innings, a long 3 innings. Kim Sun Bin steps in now. Maybe. Are they gonna have him actually hit? Yep. All right. Kim Sun Bin steps in. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Walked in his first at bat and scored a run. A foul pop up to the first baseman in his second at bat. Looks at strike one there, and also a fly out to left in his last at bats. 341 on the season for the longtime Kia shorts or second baseman. And the 0-1 way up and in, and it's 1-1. Pee-wee, did you head to the game? Or are you still hanging out in here? All right, here we go. The 1-1 pitch. Pitch number 14 for the reliever, and that's going to be a ground ball. Shortstop makes a great play. The throw to second in time, but is able to beat it out as the 6-4 ground outs deep in the hole. He makes the play almost. No. No. All right, Kim Do Young steps in now. He finally was retired as he misses upstairs, and it's 1-0. I mean, it's possible. They're gonna. I mean, Kia's already throwing in or putting in their backup guys. LG's on their third pitcher here into this game already, as that is fouled away, and it's 1-1. Yeah, yeah. The thing is they're gonna you're not getting any help from LG. In order to go over 10, uh I since I live in Korea, no. That's why they're backups. Soup. You got to use Soup. SOOPLIVE.com, souplive.com. For you guys outside of Korea, is that misses upstairs 2-2. Well, that makes a lot of sense. 7K on KBO baseball. It's a bold strategy, and that is outside a 3-1 or 3-2, and another full count. He had a full count earlier in this game, and he singled on it. Fifth full count of the day for LG, or for I guess Kia. They walked, a single, and a walk, and a strikeout. And here comes the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that is strikeouts number 2 on the day, and a 2 away. All right, to 2 outs now, and Chae Hyung-woo steps in. Chae Hyung-woo having himself a day as he single and an RBI, struck out and a double and a run scored in his last at bats, and it's 0-1 now. I don't ever use it anymore. I don't think I've used it for 2 years. And the 0-1, and that's going to be a slow roller. First baseman grabs it, tosses it, and that's will be 3 away. We'll go to the 7th. It's 8-0 Kia. I mean, it's possible. I mean, it's always possible. Yes. Kia's not going to be they're not going to be running or anything. Why would you do that? That is, I don't, yeah. More fun to you, man. Soup Live, SOOPLIVE.com. They also have the app. Yeah, you can. There's two apps. I think it's the yellow one. Maybe it's the green one. I don't know, honestly. All right, Oler back out there. Obviously, 70 pitches. And Kim Hyun Soo will lead off for LG. Is that is the first pitch lifted into left field, running and just gets foul, and it'll be 0-1. Looks like we've got a change here. So we've got some changes. So Park Jae-hyun out and left. Chae Hyung-woo out of the game. I was like, that guy's moving way, way too fast to be him. And the 0-1 outside, 1-1. Oh, Kim Hyun-soo, 6-3 ground out in his first at bat, struck outs looking in his second at bat, and here comes the 1-1 pitch. Lays off of it, and it's 2-1. All right, enjoy. I'll look for you if I decide to stream that game. I don't know if he's still in here. He's going to the Hanwha game. Ah, there we go. He's still here. And that's in there, 2-2. Make sure you wave when you walk by my house. Oops, wrong side. All right, here comes the 2-2 pitch. And just misses upstairs, and it's another full count. He's had 3 full counts in the one in each of the last 3 innings. Yeah. No, I'll see the shadow, the eclipse. As the 3-2 is way up high, and that is going to be a leadoff walk. They've got their second base runner of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Still looking for the first that they earn, and Oler 86 pitches is the mound visit here. A solo shot and a 3-run homer. And foul. Woo-hoo. 0-1. All righty, here we go. 0-1 pitch to Austin Dean, pitch number 88. Throw some strikes, but not too much strike. Not too much plate. All righty, here we go. The 0-1 pitch to Austin Dean, and he sets up right down the middle, and he pops him up. Second baseman, now the shortstop back under it, and that will be one away. All right, Moonbogue Young will step in now. Unless LG decides to start hitting the ball, that will be the end of the day for Austin Dean. They're on their 4, 5, 6 hitters. As that's a swing and a miss on a pitch way outside the zone, and it's 0-1. LG has the best offense in the league, except for today. Well, except LG has 0 hits on the day. And here comes the 0-1. And that is going to be the first hit of the day. See what happens whenever I say it? That will move him over to second base. They'll have runners on first and second. As the first hit of the day for LG comes in the top of the 7th. The perfect game ended last inning with a 2-out walk, and here the no-hitter ends with a 1-out single. As that is going to be a ground ball, a diving stop by the third baseman. He throws across the diamond in time. An absolute gem by Byonu Yuk over at third base. Absolute gem. As Iju Hun ends up a shot, diving stop going back towards the outfield in the third and foul territory, but gets up, throws it across the diamond, and gets the out. It's a good thing that's the catcher running, because I don't think he gets anybody else out. And that's going to bring up a Hong Chang-gi. Hong Chang-gi also 0 for the day, 0 for 2. Struck out in his first at-bat, a ground ball to the pitcher, or the first baseman in his seconds. Went around, it was a strike anyway, and it's 0-2. Yeah, it's 2. I just haven't gotten to all my my little buttons yet. I'm a one-man crew, man. Gotta change batters, change who's where, and all right. Good night. Thanks for stopping back by. As that is ball up high, 1-2. 94 pitches, and now for Oler. Most he has thrown on the season was 102 in his last. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. Outside at 2-2. Have to think that this is his last inning here, as he's ran into a little bit of command issues. .95 pitches now, and pitch number 96 coming with a 2-2 pitch. Low, and it's 3-2. Another full counts. 4 full counts now in the last 2 2/3 innings. All righty, here comes the 3-2 pitch. Catches him looking at the bottom of the zone for strikeouts number 8 on the day. And that's will go to the bottom of the 7th. Stays 8-0. Here. Huge strikeout there. So that should be his final pitch of the day. 7 innings, 97 pitches. Gives up 1 hit, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts, 0 runs, obviously. Yeah. Hey, well, the other option is that it automatically puts him in, and it puts him in the middle of the game. So I those are my 2 options, is to put them in myself at the inning breaks, or they just constantly come up every like 6 to 10 minutes. I do too. And the thing is uh so this is my 4th year streaming the KBO. My first 2 was I actually showed the game. Soup, the company Soup, is actually used to be called Africa TV, or Africa TV, and I used to show the games and stream just like this. But yeah, since and I talked to Soup, I talked to them, but because I live in Korea, I can't stream the games on their platform. If I didn't live in Korea, I would be able to, and actually show the game and do the Yang Hyung Jung put some tape on his mouth. I don't know if that's I'm not entirely sure what it means. Maybe because he had a no hitter going, or what. But we got a new pitcher here for LG, Yu Chan, on the mound now. I mean, sure. Oh, it'll be the 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up. Yu Sung, 3-run shot in his first at bats, or sorry, a triple in his first at bat, a 6-3 ground out in his other, and it's 1-1. And that's going to be a slow roller, but foul, and it's 1-2. All right, the 1-2 swing and a miss, and that's 1 away. You've got the yeah, right now you got the 5, 6, 7, and then the 8, 9, 1, and that is outside of 1-0. Han Jun Soo 0 for 2 on the day. He did walk and score a run on the 3-run shots, but also a pop up to the shortstop. No, it up until this year it could go 12 innings, as that's going to be a slow spinner. Third baseman grabs it, the quick throw in time, and that will be 2 away. But no, this year they changed the rules. This year it ends in a tie after 11 innings. Yeah, they changed it this year. It's only 11 innings. That is outside, and it's 1-0. Osanu, 3 for 3 on the day, a single, a 3-run homer, and an RBI single back in the fifth, and that's a swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. Yeah, streaming 5-hour tie games is not very much fun. Like, please, just somebody walk it off. Just one, and that will be 3 away, and that brings us to the eighth inning. It's 8-0 Kia, and yeah, somebody better start doing something. All right, cool. 1, 2, 3. First, the second time today that Kia has gone 1, 2, 3. So LG will have their 7, 8, and 9 hitters coming up here in the top of the eighth. Who's coming in? Kim Dae Yu. What will be taking over on the mound for Oler. And there's probably going to be some substitutions coming up. They're all good. For both teams, it's 8-0 in the eighth inning. No, Kim Gyu Sung. No. Yeah, just the so far just the pitcher. So looks like Lee Young Bin is now over at first base for LG. All right, Kim Dae-yu is on the mound. 2 games, 1.1 innings, 27 ERA, a 1 strikeout, 2 walks, 1 home run given up, a 333 batting average against, and a whip of 3. No. Moon Sung Ju will lead things off. Nope. OG Wan will pinch hit here. And a swing and a miss. He's hitting for the regular player. As that is going to be lifted to left field. The left fielder over and under it, and 1 away. That brings up Gubon Yuck. And Gubon Yuck here. 0 for 2 on the day, and a swing and a miss there, and it's 0-1. Gubon Yuck, a 5-3 ground out and a 5-3 ground out. So 236 on the season for the LG utility player. And here comes the 0-1 pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-1. And in there for a strike. 1-2. Game might be done in time for me to do the other one. As that is going to be ripped into left field. As he cuts it off, he will try for two, the throw. And he heads back to first with a 1-out single. Second hit of the day for LG. Brings up the number 9 hitter, Shimu Jun. Well, the guy has an ERA of 27, so all right, Shimu Jun almost gets hit there, and that's going to be ball one. That means he gives up 27 runs a game. If he were to pitch 9 innings, he would give up 27 runs. And here comes the 1-0 pitch to Shimu Jun, or Shinmin J. As that almost hits him also, and it's now 2-0. They're going to go to the mound and have a little powwow. A little chitty chatty with the pitcher who's almost hit him twice. All righty, here we go. The 2-0 pitch. Shinmin J, 0 for 1. He did have a walk, as that is now 3-0. And he had the walk to break up the perfect game in the top of the 6th inning with 2 outs. And that is ball 4. And now you've got runners on first and seconds. And the top of the lineup coming up. Yeah, welcome to the KBO. And we'll have a pitching change here. All right, so we've got ourselves a pitching change as he is able to get 1 out before giving up a single and a walk. I mean, I don't know, man. I know exactly the same amount. All right, who is coming in? Who is coming in? So Pakemin will not bat. He'll have a pinch hitter here. As Song Chani will pinch hit for Pakemin here. All right, Kim Gun-guk will come in to pitch here. Yeah, a lot smaller. Kim Gun-guk, 4 games, 6.2 innings, a 9.45 ERA, 3 strikeouts, 7 walks, 1 home run given up, 333 batting average against, and a 2.25 whip. Yeah. Hey, that's an improvement over the last guy, though. Could be a strikeout. All righty, here we go. Kim Gun-guk out onto the mound as Song Chan-hee steps in to pinch hit for Park Chan-hoo. Or, sorry, Park Hae-min, trying to get the right Park. All righty, here we go. 232 on to the season for our pinch hitter. and almost hits him. Mm, ooh. All righty, the 1-0 pitch, and that is way on the other side. It's now 2-0. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Why not take the over on the 9.5 and hope that it ends at 10 runs? All right, here comes the 2-0 swing and a miss at ball three, and it's 2-1. Yep. All right, to the 2-1 pitch. That is ripped into left field, and that is going to score at least one as Kubonyaka comes around to score. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. An RBI double will score a run, and we have ourselves an 8-1 game. All right, they've got runners on the second and third now with one out, and Kim Hyun Soo steps in. And in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Kim Hyun Soo 0 for 2 on the day, walked in his last at bat, but was stranded over at third. 342 on the season. 6-3 ground out in the first and struck out in the fourth. And the 0-1 misses inside, and it's 1-1. The game is getting interesting, ladies and gentlemen. LG can score a lot of runs. Can they score 7 in 2 innings? And the 1-1 pitch misses low on the inside, and it's 2-1. Kia's bullpen has been atrocious on the season. How bad? Well, they have the worst bullpen ERA. They have a 6.11 bullpen ERA as that is fouled away, and it's 2-2. 6.11 bullpen ERA. Bullpen whip, 1.83 runners per inning. Gosh, they are bad. All righty, here we go. The 2-2 pitch. Kim Hyun Soo chops it. That's going to be to the second base or shortstop. Throws over, and a 1 run will score on the 6-3 RBI groundouts. And 2 away now. We got a runner over at third as Song Chani is able to cruise on over there. 2 outs now. And that brings up Lee Young Bin hitting 125 on the season. And he comes through with an RBI single. And that's will make it 8-3. I told you guys no. Didn't want to listen to the guy that knows more about the KBO than anyone else that speaks English. I said no. A swing and a miss. Chaewon Jun. No, Chaewon Young, I think, is his. Yep. Chaewon Young, 250 on the season, pinch hitting here for Moonbo Young. And he fouls that one away, and it's 2-2, or 0-2. Alrighty, here comes the 0-2 pitch. As chops that one, and it will go foul. And it's 0-2 still. Nobody wants to listen to me when I tell them no. Nobody wants to listen to me when I tell them no. Alrighty, well, 0-2 counts here. Youngman is not up. There we go. Chaewon Young, the 0-2 counts. Pitch number 14 from Kim Gung-gu. Sets up on the other batter's box, and he check swing, but gets a piece and fouls it away. It stays 0-2. Just keep Kia close and hope to get to the bullpen. Probably. All righty, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that will be 3 away. We will go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 8-3. Yeah. They finally come up with some hits, but not enough. Do my calculating here. Oh, no. That's the first runner they've left on all day. No. No. No, I don't think so. I hope not. I hope it didn't stream. It still says I'm going. Hanging out in the vertical, huh? Cool. All right. Kia will have their number 8 hitter. I would say over. I think there's going to be another run scored. So there's a ton of substitutions as far as where everybody's playing at this point. I'll have to get a. I will. I don't know who is where. We do have a new pitcher here. So Sun Dong Hyun, 2 games, 2 innings, an ERA of 0, 1 strikeout, 3 walks, a 1.5 whip. So Ojiwan stays out to play as that is ball 1 up high. 1-0. And in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Let's see here. All right, so I'll try to get the updated stuff for LG. Is that's a swing and a miss, and it's 1-2 now. So Dong Chani is now in left field. And he throws the bat out, as that might be trouble, and it gets out of play, and it stays 1-2. Oh, he is in left field. Kim Hyun Soo obviously stays in. Lee Young Bin is still at first base. Chaewon Young is now at center field. And Lee Ju Hyun obviously still catching. And that is a ball two up high, 2-2. Almost got it fixed, guys. Hong Chang-ki still playing in right. He is OG1 is at shorts. And a swing and a miss. Strikeouts number one for him and one away. That'll bring up the number 9 hitter. Moves over to third. All right, I think that's all fixed and situated. As Chaewon June fouls that away, and it's 0-1. All right, so there we go. Chaewon June, 0 for 3 on the day, a 6-4 ground out, a fly out to right, and a strikeout looking, and that is up high, 1-1. And the 1-1 up high, 2-0, 2-1. SSG. All righty, here comes the 2-1. And fouls that away, and it stays 2-2. Or it moves it 2-2. Sorry, not stays. I don't even know what's going on anymore. I'm so lost. All righty, here comes the 2-2 pitch. Outside, runs the count full, 3-2. I still think a run would score. I don't, yeah, maybe, as that has popped up. First baseman under it, and that is 2 away. That flips the lineup back over, and Kim Gyu Sung will get his first official at bat as he walked in his first at bat. Yeah, it's possible. Is the first pitch is fouled away, and it's 0-1. I mean, now no. I mean, yeah, sure. And then the 0-1 in the dirt, and it's 1-1. It's the KBO, man. Always think more. Oh God, Costco on a Saturday. Oh man, you must hate life. And here comes the 1-1 pitch outside at 2-1. And here comes the 2-1 pitch, and it missed him as he almost gets hit there, and it's 3-1 now. Again, he's 0 for 0 on the day, walked in his other at bats. And that's going to be a ground ball foul. And a 3-2. Oh yeah, that stupid first or second and fourth Sunday thing. Some other places have changed, and now they do like the second and third or second and fourth Wednesday or something like that. As that is fouled away once again in another 3-2 count. All right, here comes the 3-2 pitch in the dirt, and that's going to be ball four. He's on set base for the second time today with a walk. That'll bring up the number 2 hitter, Kim Sun Bin. I wouldn't think so. The one advantage of the under is the fact that Kia's home, so they would get one less at bat. If LG was home and here you were in the, that would be much different where you'd have an extra 3 outs to get 1 run with a bullpen. All right, Kim Sun Bin 0 for 3 on the day, and that is ball 1, 1-0. Sung Dong Yun got 2 quick outs with a strikeout and a pop fly to the first baseman, but now a walk, and he's got a 1-0 count here to Kim Sun Bin. And he fouls that away. It would have been ball 2, and it's 1-1. I don't think Kim Do Young will be hitting. Who does Kia have left? If they finish in time, is that misses outside, and it's 2-1. I wonder if Wisdom will pinch hit for Kim Do Young. And that is ball 3. 3-1 now. Should be ball 4. If he didn't swing, it'd be 4-0. All righty, here comes the 3-1 pitch. Sets up right down the middle, and that's going to be a ground ball. Shortstop grabs it, and an error. An error on the shortstop. And they're going to replay this or review this. He might have been able to get it to him in time, but OG Wan bobbles to the toss. I mean, that's a 3-foot toss. And he bobbles it.
너무 감사합니다.
Thank you. Main one in charge. All right, they're going to review this. He might have gotten him. Went to. Oh, yeah, he's out. Yep, he should be out. We'll wait for the official. Did he have control of the ball? Is the main question. There he has it. Yeah. Should be outs. Should be. Yeah. The only thing they could possibly be checking is if he had control of it. Shinmin J. Yep, he is out. We will go to the 9th inning. As not able to get that is, so that'll go down as a 6-4 putouts. 6-4 putouts. As they leave another one on base. They left 6 on base today. But they will have the 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up as they try to get 1 more, 2 more, 3 more, 4 more runs. Let you know who's coming out onto the mound for Kia. And should be a new pitcher. No idea. What is taking so long? No way they sent him back out there. "15 pitches, 1 strikeout, 2 hits." No. Lee-Jun Young will go out onto the mound. Uh-oh. What am I doing? All right, so we should be back top of the ninth here. Lee-Jun Young out on the mound. He will face Lee-Ju Young. Sorry, Lee-Ju Hun. Lee-Ju Hun versus Lee-Jun Young. All righty, here we go. Top of the ninth, the 3 outs before they get 5 runs, and that is in there for a strike at the top of the zone. And it's 0-1. Lee-Jun Young, 11 games, 7.1 innings, 368 ERA, 7 strikeouts, 3 walks, a 355 batting average against, and a whip of over 1. And here comes the 0-1. That is crushed. And goodbye, baseball. I told you to take the over. Nobody listens to me, though. Nobody listens to me. Just like that, it's 8-4. First home run of his career, and that means we'll have the number 6 hitter coming up. I don't know what your question is. What inning is it? Inning. 9th. Look at your screen at the bottom left. And there we go. So Hong Chang-gi steps in. He 0 for 3 on the day, 2 strikeouts, and a ground ball to the first baseman. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. And it just misses inside, and it's 1-1. Lotte with a late inning charge, and they've tied the game with 3-3. All righty, here comes the 1-1. Misses inside, and it's 2-1. All righty, here comes the 2-1. And in there for a strike, and it's 2-2. Four runs in the last 1+ inning for LG. All righty, here comes the 2-2 pitch. He says, throw it in the dirts. He doesn't throw it in the dirt, but that's a swing and a miss, and that's 1 away. All right, OG1 is steps in, a swing and a miss there, and it's 0-1. 8 pitches now for Lee-Jun Young. OG1 took over in a pinch hit to start off the last inning and flew out to left field. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. Low, and it's 1-1. All right, here we go. The 1-1 pitch. And that's in there for strike, and it's 1-2. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. Sets up on the outside, and the pitch chopped foul, and it'll stay 1-2. Running into Lotte takes the late lead. They fell down 3-0. One run in the sixth, one run in the seventh, and 2 runs in the eighth has given them the 4-3 lead over Doosan. As here we go, the 1-2 chopped foul into his leg, and we'll have another 1-2 count. If they don't hurry up and end this game, I might not be able to do the Hanwha game. It'll take me a couple minutes to get things situated and set up. All right, here we go. The 1-2 count. That's up way outside, and he doesn't bites, and it's 2-2. And he pops him up, but gets out foul. All right, here we go. The 2-2 pitch, and it chopped foul once again, and it's still 2-2. This game is never ever gonna end. Never ever gonna end. All right, here we go. The 2-2 pitch sets up on the outside once again, and he lifts that one. Good by foul. You know, when the outfielders don't bother to chase it at all, it is crushed. That might have almost been out of the stadium. All right, here we go. The 2-2 once again. And that's up high, 3-2. Full counts. Already 17 pitches. Only one out here in this inning, as this is the 11th pitch of this at bats. And a swing and a miss. That was interesting, as the catcher called time, but E.G. Young was already in his motion. He stood up. He had to get back down into his crouch to catch that, and it's 2 away. All right, LG down to their final outs. Gubon Yuck will step in. He singled and scored a run last inning. The misses outside, and it's ball 1-0. All right, here we go. The 1-0 in the dirts, and it's 2-0. 20 pitches now for E. Jun Young. And I will do the Hanwha game if possible. And here comes the 2-0 in there for a strike, and it's 2-1. All righty, here comes the 2-1 pitch. And catches the outside corner, and it's 2-2. All right, here we go. The 2-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss, and that will end it. Kia holds on to win on the 8-4 victory. Oh, real quick a recap here. As Oler just pitched fantastic. He ended up 7 innings, gave up 1 hit, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. He was perfect through 5 2/3 innings. Finally gave up a walk to Shinmin Jae at the bottom of, or the number 9 hitter, and then a walk and a single later, but was able to get out of it with a strikeout looking. Kim Do-young, again, he is back and he is hitting well. On top of that, a single and an RBI and a solo shot. The big guy that was the first baseman playing for Wisdom today with a single, a 3-run homer, and an RBI single in his third at bat. Went 3 for 4. But that'll be it for me. I will end this stream and I will start a new one with the Hanwha game in about 5 or 6 or about maybe about 10 minutes. I'll get this one done and start a new one. So see you in about 20 minutes.